UnseriousXM.
All right. What's going on, everybody?
What's up? Welcome back.
Welcome back
to another episode.
UnseriousXM. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree? You
to
exist.
be unburdened
by
what has
so
been.
many. Okay, first of all, I want to come right out the gate and talk about last episode because the way that I was severely stressed out, you can probably see the moment that we realized that, or that I realized that we weren't recording. I looked over to Mel and Kobe like, y'all.
And I thought he was joking. I honestly thought you were joking. I'm like,
he said, are you for
I'm
real?
like, are you serious?
Because we literally did 40 minutes of just great talking, and it was just like,
I mean, it was still good. It turned out good.
It turned out
the
fine.
Audio, so
yeah, it turned out
it
fine.
worked
Shout out
but
to knowing how to do things.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was
couldn't do it.
my severe, perfectionism
yeah.
was like flaring up. It was like
It's
excellent.
okay.
But yeah, we're back. I'm excited. As you can see, we have freaking a blondie over here.
I'm a bombshell.
If you aren't watching on YouTube, first of all, like, share, subscribe, do all the things.
Do all the things.
Do all the things. By now, we gotta keep reminding the people to do that. But yes, watching on YouTube is extra fun because you get to see surprises like this. Jacoby showed up to my door. He showed up to my door just like,
I should definitely insert the video. We should insert the
you
video.
Recorded that?
I recorded it. Yeah.
Nah, that was hilarious. I was staring at him like, why is he looking at me like that?
I definitely didn't tell Fred that I was dyeing my hair. So
you did
when
it.
I came to the door, he was very, very
shocked,
surprised.
to say
and
the
shocked.
least. All right, what are we talking about? You want to get into it first?
Let's get into it. First on my list of subjects is how to tell when somebody likes you.
I wouldn't fucking know, but
and I feel like that's exactly why I wanted to talk about this with you because I feel like you wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know?
You wouldn't.
That's pretty damn sad.
I don't think you would know.
I think I'm just oblivious to a lot of shit, to be honest with you.
Yeah. That's the easy way to live also.
Well, it's safe. I just feel
safe.
like a lot of the time I'll be wanting to believe that like nobody wants me, so it just kind of helps me.
What the fuck was that?
Hello? What is that? It's too many. This is what we do. It's always in the elements. But no, part of me never wants to see anybody as like liking me because it's easier for me because I don't have to like pursue.
Yeah. You don't have to act on it.
I don't have to act on it, but sometimes people slip up and it happens. Sometimes people slip up and like me. I don't know.
Sometimes it's cool.
I mean, but I feel like there are telltales though. Like sometimes you can always like, if it's not always verbal, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like some people, the way that they act around you is just like very flirty.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I mean,
I feel like I can always tell when someone likes me.
I'm sure you can. I'm sure you fucking can.
I can.
What do people do?
I don't know. I mean, aside from like the obvious things like flirting and stuff, I feel like I can always tell. And maybe it's a bad thing. I don't think I've ever been wrong about that. Like noticing somebody doing something that's like not to get your attention, but like you didn't do that to this person that's like with us.
Oh, like
you
special attention paid to you.
Kind of not even necessarily special attention, just like again gestures, like people doing something or like I don't know. It's just like certain things that because I'm very observant. So if somebody does something that they didn't do to like anybody else in the group, if we're like hanging out or something like that, I'm going to notice it. Even if it's not me, like if you're doing something, I can also always tell if somebody else likes someone else.
Oh, I can, but see, I'm easy to clock that. Like it's easier for me to clock that than for myself. That is so funny. What made you bring that up? Like, did you experience it?
I didn't experience it, but I just randomly thought about it. I probably was high. But I thought about it in reference to like, I think it was something to do with social media. Like somebody sending me a DM or something like that. But it was casual conversation. But I'm like, this is like, if I wanted to turn this into us flirting, it would turn into
totally
that.
do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure that they'd be waiting and hoping.
I want you to stop saying that.
Speaking of the LGBT community, let's talk about Kim Burrell. Kim Burrell.
Oh God.
She just accepted an award at the Stellar Awards, and did you hear the condescending tone of her voice?
It was very.
Shout out to the
let me get this out the way.
Let's give them a round of applause, shall we?
Say it for the people in the back. And for that, I want to apologize to the LGBTQ community. Let's give them a great big round of applause. We want them to have strength and to sincerely know that we must all do the work to embrace all of God's people and show.
All the theatrics.
First of
I don't
all,
trust
Kim
it.
Burrell is. I hate that she's as gifted as she is because it makes it so hard for me to look past the shit that she does, bro. Like that shit is aggravating to me because she don't think that people can pick up on her little microaggressions. Like that shit is so stupid. And the lady is so freaking gifted. Like it's just like, you know how people be like separate the artist from the art.
Yeah,
Like, it's getting a little difficult to
It's
do
hard.
that with Kim Burrell. It's getting a little
honestly
tricky.
hard to do that with anyone,
Especially since she's a gospel singer. Like that shit is aggravating. Why you like that?
I hate that for her.
I hate that for us.
She would have all of the things that she deserved if she wasn't like that.
If she wasn't evil, if she wasn't a mean lady. She really is a mean lady. She looks nice though. I'll give her that. She finally got the, like, I feel like everything is proportionate. Let me get
I knew you were going to say
shout
that.
out to her. Well, no, not shout out to her.
Yeah.
I see what I'm saying. I still want to give her grace.
It's okay.
The grace that she doesn't offer us, but whatever.
Because she's rude.
She is rude. But you know what? Speaking of, like, tightening up, like, your look, Serena Williams, crazy transition. Serena
my
Williams
God.
looks
No, seriously,
incredible,
she
bro.
does. Like,
the people was coming for her.
They
like,
were.
It was
and
getting
rightfully
tricky.
so, because, I don't know.
It was getting tricky.
Like, I don't know. This might be, no.
Oh,
this
Lord.
isn't, no.
So just prepare.
If it's bad, then we'll just cut it out. But you know how there's, like, those certain black people that only hang around white people, or people that are of a different race.
We were having the same thought. Okay.
Yeah.
It was giving that, like, in
It
the
was
way that
definitely
she was
giving
presenting
that. Like,
herself.
you don't have to comb it. Just, what do you mean you don't have to comb it? You do.
This looks nice. Lace, very apparent. No, I feel like it was also a matter of, like, who was dressing her, like, who was around her.
Yeah, all of that. Like,
it
all
was
of those
getting
things.
really tricky. But the girls, like, the black women were kind of calling her to the front, like, sis, you are a legend, bro. Like,
you can't be out here slipping like that.
pull it together.
You got a name
sis.
to upkeep.
Pull it together. And lately, she been stepping, and I'm like,
She
this
has. Like,
is the fucking trendsetter.
this is what she should have been doing.
This is how she should look. But it also gets tricky when you don't know which color blonde to put in your head. So,
Yeah.
I guess not everybody has the discernment that you have. You were thinking Jacoby don't want it. I think you wanted the girl like lighter.
Yeah,
with
definitely
your
lighter.
hair. But I think it looks fine. I was like, Kobe, you got to remember.
I also
you
didn't
are
get a haircut
light-skinned.
yet because I was trying to determine if I should dye it again, and obviously you should dye it before you get a haircut, right?
Yes, I always say so.
Yeah, I think so because
I feel like all that washing your hair, I feel like it fucks with your line or like your
yeah. I definitely wasn't trying to
edge
like
up.
dye it again after getting a haircut. So
yeah.
I've had a barber appointment, canceled it, and then I was like,
you did this a couple days ago.
I did it yesterday.
Oh,
but I meant like I canceled it for the
you
other
were going
reason.
to right.
But
you
then
were
I was gonna
gonna
reschedule
do
it, and I
this.
was like, I'm just gonna wait because I
Smart.
don't know how much time I need in between like doing stuff. So
I think that's
but yeah,
smart.
this is where we're at now.
I think it looks fine just like that, but I
Thank
get
you.
wanting to go lighter. But like,
We'll see.
if you could reference another blonde, like
I don't even remember which. This was actually my first, and I did it myself, which I was already scared about.
because I was like,
But-
you've done this before, like you
I
bleached
did
your
it
hair
before, but I did it when I had locks, which should be harder when you think about it. I don't know why I was nervous.
Yeah,
Because what do I have to lose? I definitely don't have. I can literally shave my hair off and I'll be totally fine. So I don't know why I was
Just
nervous.
nervous
It's just the
for
fact that it's
nothing.
fucking bleach.
Just
you know?
nervous for nothing. I get it.
Yeah.
But it looks great, hon. I think you should keep it. I think you should
Thanks.
rock it for a while. It's summertime or the last bit of it. I don't know.
We have. It's not even August yet. Let us have our month. Damn.
We trying to get through this fucking heat wave. Listen, it's
No,
been so
seriously.
hot in New York.
It
and
really has been
Jacoby-
hot, and they keep saying like we're out of the heat wave, but the temperature is exactly the same. I'm so confused.
I feel
about
no
that.
difference. What now? So
Exactly.
What now?
Do we die?
So what now? No, but so we're drinking passion fruit margaritas from the spot by my crib. I won't say what the name of the spot is because people are strange, but it's really good.
They
You
are
gotta
good as
keep a
hell.
little bit-
Actually, I feel like
Yeah.
I had this flavor before, but I don't remember it
The
being
passion fruit.
this tasty.
When you know what's so funny? The last time we had these was right before the day before we were going to record the first episode of this podcast.
That's true.
So
the day
what
before
a
the block
nice
party. Yeah.
full circle moment this is. Soak it all up.
And we're
You know,
already on episode 4. Look at that.
Episode 3 tried to take me out, y'all. I can't talk enough about it because I'm telling
Y'all,
you,
I
it was
have to-
feeling real bad. I was feeling real
I-
bad. I was feeling mighty low.
bad.
I was feeling mighty low. I was feeling mighty bad.
And then I see you. Fred was very upset. I had to text him. It was either on my way home or the next day. Please do not stress about the audio on the podcast.
You know what's so funny? Immediately, neither of y'all were phased. It was me.
Because what can we do about it?
What can we do about it? Meanwhile, I'm like, y'all think we can start? Y'all remember what y'all said for the last 40 minutes?
Y'all remember what y'all said? Oh my God. That would have been hilarious. That should have been the episode itself. I was trying to remember the jokes we made so we can see it again.
Do the same thing. You can't capture lightning in a bottle twice, huh?
You can't.
So it was fun. But no, shout out to my cousin Mel for guesting on the last episode. It was aside from everything that was happening, it was a really, really, really fun episode, yo. Like
it was
so fun. I was not prepared to film in my house the way that we filmed in my house as far as like moving my furniture around. But you know, what I'm learning is how to not be afraid to make mistakes.
Yeah,
how
you gotta
to not
roll with the punches
be,
sometimes.
Yeah, but not how to not be.
You sound like Candy just now.
What? Because I said,
yeah.
Shut up. Y'all can tweet to y'all blue in the face. That's my mama. She got my mama. Let me stop. I'm not doing that on this podcast.
Oh my God. It's so accurate.
But no, yeah, thank you, Mel, for showing up.
Thank you, Mel.
We were going to shoot in one location, and then we moved to another location.
We were on the corner.
We were on the corner, which we should probably do that again. That was actually kind of fun.
That spot was actually
it was a
great
idea.
Spot.
So look out for that. Why was I thinking about this earlier? You know who I want to go to brunch with? I feel like I'm staying like on the gospel artist. No, Leandria Johnson. Is that bad to say? I'm being serious. Is that bad to say? I know she struggles.
So why
would you say it? Okay, I thought she just was like lit.
So
no, but like personality-wise, aside from the drinking,
so why not just invite
lit.
her over for dinner or something? Why brunch?
I don't want her to come over my house. I feel like we could just have a great time outside.
You know what I mean? Yeah, she would be fun.
Yeah.
I love her. I really do.
Me personally, I do as well.
I saw her sing live before.
At a church or something?
At a church, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was like a long time ago.
That seems like a very intimate experience to like see a gospel singer
it was like
actually in the church.
I don't know if that's considered a mega church, but it was a big church. It was a concert. It was like church. It was a concert at the church. Yeah.
Right. Speaking of Kim Burrell, she's supposed to be at a concert up the street. Like in some weeks, I walked by randomly and there was like a poster.
I would not be surprised if people were out there protesting.
People love Kim.
Can you imagine? No,
people love Kim. People
I feel
just be so nasty.
Not to be controversial, but I feel like the gays really do decide who they're going to cancel or who they are.
And rightfully so.
Yeah. But like, still haven't done something wrong, but like, we're not going to cancel this person. You know, we love them too much.
Yeah, no, I mean, but you know what? That's kind of how I felt about Kim because I grew up on Kim's music, like, and being like a fan of like vocalists. Mm-hmm. Like Kim is like the singer.
She
like,
is. She's a gospel
if
Brandy.
You can do the things with your voice, she's a gospel Brandy. If you can do the things with your voice,
the vocal Bible King James version.
No, actually, and then she starts talking, and then it's like,
damn.
If only we could shorten the amount of time between the speaking, the sermon,
cut her
and
mic off the moment the song ends.
The moment the song ends, just cut the mic. But no. Listen, shout out to her, I guess.
Okay,
but also not shout out to her, because girl,
not
fuck you. Why you talking?
You know what else came to mind when I was thinking of top?
Whoa, Dark Shadows. Whoa.
Am I stroking? What the hell?
Yo, please.
I just tried to mix the words topic and subject together.
That's what you get for trying to be creative. Subjects.
I was going to say that birthday dinners really, really get on my
Oh my God, did you see that conversation about the fajitas?
I did see that.
That shit
but
is hilarious.
I literally mean birthday dinners in general. I do not like them.
I don't enjoy
not
birthday
even
dinners
my own
either.
Birthday.
Me neither.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
I don't, but why though? Because I've never been to a birthday dinner of yours.
Rightfully so, because I do not like them.
And even when I did kind of a birthday dinner, it was a different kind of setup.
What'd you do a birthday dinner?
Remember, I did 2021. I invited my friends to come to a Haitian spot.
Oh,
remember?
yeah.
But you could pay at the front.
Yeah.
So everything was taken care of. Like your individual orders were taken.
Exactly. And if it's
everybody
like that
could
every
just
time,
enjoy themselves knowing that the food was coming.
Yeah.
Like it was
easy. It's the hassle that at the end of birthday dinner that is so agonizing. I literally can't stand it.
So much math and...
Yeah. Like, did you bring cash? No. Who fucking carries cash anymore?
And like I'm drunk right now. Like
exactly. Like why do I have to sober up in order for us to pay the bill?
Right. I gotta put my glasses on, take everybody's car, and they can only take 4. So who's gonna be the 4 out the group? And they love to invite every single motherfucker they've ever met.
I'm not paying for your friend from middle school who you only see once a decade, who is an alcoholic who ran up the fucking tab, and now we gotta split it?
This bitch don't eat at home, so she came here and ordered the biggest fucking snapper on the menu.
No, I hate it. I hate it so much.
I hate that for us.
Cancel birthday dinners.
I don't like them either, but mainly because of just all the dynamics of like people.
It's too much.
It's a lot. If it were like, okay, if it's our close friends doing it, right? I know it's probably gonna be maybe max, and it's maybe still alive, but max like 7 or 8 of us, right?
Yeah.
But I know all these people in this group. Not that the birthday dinner should be about me, but it's just like
I'm not coming
that I
nowhere
should
where I don't
receive
know
a list
everybody.
before I get there. But I'm just saying, like, it's so easy to navigate. I want them to be easier to navigate than if I'm sitting on a long table and there's hella people down there. I'm probably not even sit next to the people I actually know. So now I got to mingle. I don't want to mingle and network. I want to eat. And
celebrate your birthday.
And celebrate your birthday.
But you're always at the other end of the table.
You're
like
at the other end of the table.
Fucking medieval times.
And I can't be like, I'm going to sit next to you, right? And you know, it's always somebody that's like, no, I'm going to sit up here. Girl.
I hate it.
Yeah, no, I'm actually glad you said that.
I also have been the person on the other end who's all their close friends are sitting at one end, and you came late, so now you're sitting at the other end with a bunch of fucking strangers.
Right, well, you should also just get places on time. So I was like, don't put that on the...
First of all, I have a few points in the book because I got here at exactly 5 o'clock, like I said
You're talking about today.
Yes,
that's
today.
Because we have an obligation to put
I'm turning a new leaf.
Yeah. He dyed his hair blonde. And now,
exactly.
now I show up the places on time. My brain is wired different. No, yeah, the thing about the fajitas, that cracked me up because that shit is loud. And you know what's crazy? When I was growing up, I always like sought after the people who order fajitas. I wanted to grow up and have money so that I could be the one that the fajitas would come into for once. That's a stupid dream to have, but it was so real.
Fajitas being the aspiration is definitely insane.
I couldn't wait. I went to freaking Agave. That was my first time getting fajitas. And I got them fajitas from there, and they came out sizzling just like I liked. It looked like they was about to come and sing happy birthday to me, nigga. And we were just there on a random night. Them shits were good. And I get it, but it's not giving order fajitas every time you go out to eat.
No, I don't think I've ever had fajitas either.
Because you're seeking for attention. Like, if you're getting fajitas every single time, you are the attention
okay, we get that it's good, but is it that damn good that you have to have it?
It's not that great. But no, I get why that can be frustrating. Birthday dinners, it's too many dynamics, it's too many niggas. Who are all these niggas?
Yeah, see, no. I don't like
it. Speaking
I really do not like that.
No, another thing I was thinking of, I don't even have a segue for this. This is very stupid.
What?
I was watching The Color Purple the other day. Don't ask me why.
So was I.
Were you?
I just watched it like maybe 3 days ago.
Why was this on our spirit?
Oh, no.
Original, 1980, what was it, 4?
Yeah, the original Color Purple.
The original version.
I saw the remake in the movies and I never watched it again. It was on streaming like the day after
it was
it
fun.
left the
I
movies.
liked the beat.
I did like the beat.
Fantasia did great.
Moving
on. 1984 version. At the end, okay, I have a...
What?
When they reconnect, Nettie and Celie, why didn't they park a little bit closer to the thing?
I've always asked myself the same thing.
Why did we have to park all the way down here
to
and
run
walk?
So her freaking her African garbs could be blowing in the wind. It was all a part of the movie. But they could have gone up that damn driveway. I didn't get it either. Maybe even now, what if y'all go all the way up there and Celie don't live here no more?
But how did they get there? Do we know how they got there? Was it a car? It was a car, right?
It was a car.
We saw the car.
We saw the car like picking up dust down the road.
Right.
They stopped the car on the main road,
all the way down
parked
here?
it, and then walked all the way to the house. Ran.
Could you not park up on curves?
Maybe they wasn't sure. Even
they want to be rude, because I wouldn't just park up on nobody's curb.
You can't just go up anybody's driveway.
That was a long driveway they had.
It was a long ass driveway. It was basically a street.
I would have parked at the bottom. Ain't no cars coming up here.
They should have called the house.
Because why would we park all the way down there and then I got to walk with all these children?
They were not kids.
Oh, right. Well, you know what I'm saying. This lady, I got to walk up here with this lady kids.
Yeah.
That always felt wild
I've
to me.
thought about that before too.
The Color Purple is a very challenging movie. I love it,
but it's literally
tricky.
my favorite movie of all time.
That's your favorite movie of all time?
Of all time, yeah. Since I was like maybe a teenager.
I can see that for you.
It's been my favorite movie for a long time.
No, my favorite movie is
Roots.
I don't have a week to watch Roots, child. I do not have, but although I do like Women of Brewster Place.
I love Women of Brewster's Place. I had that DVD. I don't know why. I don't even know where I got that from, but I did.
You had it on DVD. Somebody
as an
bought
adult.
that fairly recently. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that movie. I mean, they
I
had the
love
people
it.
in that one. Lynn Whitfield, Robin Givens,
Cicely Tyson,
Oprah. Playing the same character she plays in every movie, just a different age.
Sophia in The Color Purple.
And then she went on to have kids, and then she's in The Butler.
It's very much the same
that's
person.
hilarious.
That
Why
is
she
really
always
funny.
like? But you know what? She plays it well. Like she
plays
plays
it very
older black
well.
woman very well.
Even down to her Henrietta Lacks. Also,
oh yeah, I do remember that movie.
Selma? Was it Selma? When
She was
plays,
in Selma.
plays the lady who gets like arrested.
She was in Selma.
Was it Selma? Remember she got into like a fight outside, like during the protest outside of the courthouse?
She was in Selma. She wasn't a main in
She
Selma.
wasn't. No, she wasn't. But it was
you
like
know what's
same
crazy?
type of character,
I mixed
struggling
that
character.
and struggling character. I mixed that and The Butler up with each other because they were like.
Around the same
There
time?
was like, remember in like the 2012, 13, whatever, like it was giving, what do you call that? Like before 2020, the teens, anyway, the era of like people doing those sorts of films, Ava DuVernay, Lee Daniels, like I always mix those movies up because I'm like, a lot of the same actors were also kind of doing like American Horror Story type thing where they were like in other movies during the same time. They're like, you got the costume on, come over here and be Martin, nigga. Like,
oh my God. Not you got the
come
costume
over
on.
here and be Martin. Common, you in this movie too? Keep your fucking kufi on and
I
come
know
over
exactly
here
what you
and
mean.
be.
It was
you
like
know what I'm saying?
a span of those same type of civil rights movies.
Exactly.
All at
What was
the
I
same
saying?
time?
My favorite movie of all time. It's hard for me to say what my favorite movie of all time is, but I have like a list of movies that I really, really like. First, The Wiz. Very important to like who I am as a person.
We see each other. I just watched The Wiz last night, actually.
What else have you watched? You want to go ahead and run me a list?
That's so funny because I literally watched it last night.
The Wiz. What's that? It is on Netflix?
It's on Netflix.
Still on Netflix. That's what's up. The Wiz. I low-key brought this up last time, but the one with Bette Midler.
First Wives Club.
Love me some Bette Midler, by the way.
Same.
Beaches?
Did you see Bette Midler talking about Tyler?
Yes.
I was like, that is so random.
What's the girl?
And then she pours the bottle of water.
The girl was like, Tyler. She was like, Tyler. I
was
love me
like,
some Bette
the fact
Midler.
that she knows who she is. And
bro, there are
that's
certain
so
white
funny.
actresses who I just don't play about. Bette Midler being one.
Meryl Streep.
Love
Love
who
me
else?
some Meryl Streep.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Who's that?
Elaine from Seinfeld. Also,
Veep. Oh my God, I love her.
Yo, I love her deep. I
Yeah.
love her deep. Who else?
She's great.
There's another white actress who Julia Roberts.
I was about to say Julia
I
Roberts.
love me some
her
Julia
too.
Roberts, the OG
That's really my
redhead. Okay,
bitch.
I love Julia Roberts. But
What's
yeah,
your favorite Julia Roberts movie?
oh my God, it's always gonna be Steel Magnolias.
Oh my God, Shelby.
Shelby.
Oh my God,
My
Shelby.
daughter came.
Steel Magnolias is my mom's favorite movie.
Really?
Yes.
I always liked your mom.
I feel like I'm trying to think what my favorite Julia Roberts movie is.
What's your favorite Julia Roberts movie is? What is the one? No.
Maybe
you keep
Pretty
going.
Woman. I love Pretty Woman.
It's a good movie, but I
It
was
is a
like,
good movie.
I can do without Pretty Woman.
Or hi.
Little kid waving at us. Community, I love that stuff.
If not Pretty Woman, have you ever seen Erin Brockovich?
Erin Brockovich, that's the one
a
I was
good-ass
thinking
movie.
of. I haven't seen it in a very long time, but it was good. Do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah, I do.
You know what probably eased my fear of them? Spending a lot of time in New Orleans. Because
That would make sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not that they're not still spooky, but it's like
They
have a
kinda-
better
relationship with the dead. Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah. I get that.
Because, you know, like the whole lore of like, what was it, Madame Lalaurie and like
Who's that?
the character that Angela Bassett played in
American Horror Story. I've never seen American Horror Story, but I know a little bit about it.
You never seen American Horror Story? You never even watched Coven?
I've never.
Best
Somebody
season of the
suggested that
show.
I watch it and I start with that season
Yeah,
because you know
I agree.
they
That's
don't
when I
all,
started.
are they related at all?
No, well, they later down the line they do some sort of connection arcs, but yeah, like they have the same actors essentially coming back, like very Tyler Perry
Oh God.
esque. Did you watch the
How
new
do you
movie?
feel about Tyler Perry? I didn't watch. I can't do it.
Choose my words wisely. I have a great appreciation for what Tyler Perry does in the community.
I agree.
I don't feel like anybody can ever take that away from him.
Mm-hmm.
I also understand the critiques of Tyler Perry because
That people make of Tyler Perry. Yeah.
with all of the funding that you could offer the world or the funding that you have just in general, like you could be creating writing camps or like bringing up young writers or just not even just young writers, but diverse writers to like offer different perspectives to your work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's the beauty of creating art is that you can sometimes collaborate with people who have the same end goal, as in you want to create something great, but there are different routes to getting to that point that don't always have to just come from your mind. You know what I'm saying?
I totally
feel like
agree.
that's the tricky part with Tyler.
But I also have seen so many things of Tyler Perry saying like he knows who he creates like
He
his
knows
movies
his
for.
audience.
He knows who his audience is.
Yeah.
And he's gonna keep making movies for them. But like even that audience might be tired of seeing the same movie over and over again.
I feel like as a person you want to evolve, but also as an artist you should also have the same desire to like grow.
Yeah.
And we can learn so much from something. That's when being successful for a long time can really kind of be to your detriment because it's like, can't nobody tell you nothing.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
I don't have to grow.
You don't need anybody's help to make it. You don't need funding,
I don't have
any
to
of
grow.
that.
I done got this far just doing this. So what do I, you know what I'm saying? Not
I
to
get
say
it.
that that's like what he's thinking, but it's just like, it comes off like that when a lot of the storylines are so the same.
It's really become its own genre of movies.
That's facts.
Like a Tyler Perry movie is a Tyler Perry movie. If
I
anybody
did watch
makes
the
a
new
movie
movie.
that is similar to any of those movies that I've seen, I'm gonna automatically think of Tyler Perry. Like he created his own genre of black film, which is cool. But like
this is our second episode. Second episode talking about Tyler Perry's work.
When did we talk about Tyler Perry?
We talked about him with Mel, but we kind of brought it up because Mel was like, I don't feel like
that they don't
make any like stupid
in-between
black
movies,
like that anymore. It kind of feels like it's either
she said
something.
What did she say?
When she was like, it's either like a Tyler
Selma
Perry
or
movie
Selma.
or Selma. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like we've been getting a few of those every now and then, like black thrillers and shit. Like I'm into that kind of stuff.
When
Brandy's
does
in
the
a
movie
movie
come
coming
out
out
with Brandy? Yeah, I was gonna say that.
We have the same
because that
like,
actually that looks good.
That looks pretty
Like,
good. And
I'm
it's
interested in
A24,
seeing
so it's
that.
already 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. You know what I'm saying? That's what it gives when as soon as I see an A24. I'm an A24 member now.
I know.
It's $5 a month.
You told us that. I might become a member too.
You should do it.
What's the perks?
Best thing is you get like screening invites.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
wait,
invites
is
to
that
screenings.
was Sing Sing A24?
Yeah, speaking
Is
of.
that how you went to Sing Sing for your membership?
I did.
Oh, wow.
Speaking of, I got invited to a screening
Which
this
one?
week. If you want to come, did you go?
I didn't see Sing Sing yet. Wait, a screening for Sing Sing?
For Sing Sing.
I would love to go because I want to see it.
Bam. Sorry. We'll discuss offline. We're actually friends outside of this podcast. But that movie was really, really good.
Was
we
it?
should go and
I
see
meant to
it.
ask you how it was.
It's
I remember you
so
saying you
good,
went.
bro. So fucking good.
Is
Sterling K. Brown like you?
Sterling K. Brown? I'm like, he's in it?
Home and Domingo.
Please cut
Five
that
black
out.
actors are just, I don't know.
my
They're like
God.
the same. Nah, but you'll enjoy it. I really feel like you'll like that movie.
Yeah.
Especially once you understand the depth behind it. But we'll talk
because
about it
I
after.
don't know what it's about, but I know it's
Yeah.
Carmen Domingo, so I automatically just wanted to see it.
I be doing that for fun sometimes. I'll go into a movie and I'll just go and see it, not having seen a trailer, but like I'll have seen maybe like a snippet of something.
Yeah.
Or like the poster, because you know posters will drive me
They
in.
will
Just
sell-
like
yeah,
album,
they'll sell the
album
movie for
artwork.
sure.
Yeah, like that. So I'll go in cold sometimes, and that should be fun, especially if
What
it's
was the last
an A24
movie you saw like that?
It was very stupid.
What was it?
It's called Sasquatch Summer.
What the
It
fuck
was
was
niggas
that about?
dressed up as Sasquatches. Like, you know what they look like the Bigfoot looking creatures. No real dialogue the entire movie, just them huffing and puffing like they were Sasquatch. So they're like carrying out a storyline as Sasquatch creatures in the forest, but it's heartwarming.
Is it?
It is.
That might be something I need to see myself because I can't imagine.
Heartwarming. Like, I didn't think that my emotions would reach the peak that they did with that movie.
Who are the actors?
I don't know. I feel like one of them is that guy that was in that he used to do that stuff on SNL. What's his name? The white dude that used to do stuff. Remember he was in that Justin Timber. He was in that It's Your Dick in a Box. You ever seen that?
That sounds familiar, but
no, it's not Adam.
Wait.
He has like that curly kind of hair. I can't describe him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky.
But what is it called? Sasquatch Summer?
Sasquatch Summer or something like that. Yeah, Sasquatch Summer. It was pretty good. I thought it was really well done, even considering it's very stupid.
Yeah.
Because it's like humanity, but it's not humans. But it just kind of shows you how everybody in nature. Yeah, but it shows you how everybody in nature is like experiencing similar shit.
Yeah.
Even though they're
regardless of the species.
Regardless of the species. That was deep as hell.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this nigga got wits about himself.
You're very annoying.
Something I've been struggling with recently. Let's get deep. Let's dive in.
Oh boy.
I am not photogenic.
I disagree.
And everybody says that, but it's me, bitch. I don't think that I'm photogenic. And I'm learning to be okay with that.
Oh my God.
But you know what I mean though? Like, you know how some people it's just natural.
Yeah.
Me talking to this model ass nigga. But some people it kind of comes more natural. Whereas with me, I always hate seeing myself through somebody else's lens.
Do you?
I do, Jacoby. It's really crazy. Like somebody will take a candid of me and I'll be more likely to like that than if I try.
If you pose? I think most candid photos are better than ones of people posing. I do agree.
Maybe. I'm very critical of myself when it comes to photos.
Yeah.
And that shit is annoying because I did a shoot recently. You know which one I'm talking about. I like those pictures.
Yeah, we talked about this.
I like those pictures.
They were great.
Everybody thought they were great. But no matter... Sorry. I had a burp. I wasn't crying.
I was like, wait.
It's not that kind of podcast, nigga. You're never getting past this.
It there.
Okay.
Nah,
never getting past this barrier. Nah, but
I was completely thrown off.
But it doesn't matter what the photo or like who the photo is from. I'm gonna always get in there and be the most
critical about what it looks like.
That shit is aggravating.
Why do you think that is though? Why do you do that?
Honestly, I don't even know how to unpack that. Like, I don't know why. I feel like I've always been that way. I run away from cameras when we're at a function and like if they're like, let me get a picture of y'all. I typically try to avoid that.
That reminds me of when we were at the Topicals party. I think it was me, you, Nastasia, Thaddeus. We were all sitting next to each other, and the photographer's like, "Can I take a picture of y'all?" And we all separated, like moved out of where the frame was.
Y'all could get closer, and we can make this a cute photo.
Why doesn't anybody want to take a picture?
No, that's crazy. I
get it. I
also feel like it's because this happened to me recently. I was at a block party last Saturday, and a photographer, he had like Polaroids. Also, I feel like I also prefer to be shot on film. But yeah, no, so I was at the block party and a guy, this is also after I had been like drinking. So I'm like,
when was this?
Last Saturday. Remember when I was like, oh, they're doing Soapbox Presents over here.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I was lit up last Saturday for whatever reason.
It was. It was a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. But he took a picture of me and my eyes looked crazy. And I'm like, damn, bro, like, but you know what's crazy? Sometimes nobody else will care, and nobody else will pay attention to the shit that you see. And I'm like, bro, how are people not critical like me when it comes to like this photo shit, bro? Like,
I guess because what can you do about it?
Not
especially
post it. Never share it.
It probably has a lot to do with the fact that you are a graphic designer.
Right.
And that your goal is to perfect whatever you're designing. So
that
for
perfectionism.
An image of you not being perfect, I get it. That would
if
get
I
under
can
my skin
control
too.
it, I don't want to put it out there if it's not great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that.
It's too much. But yeah, I've been like grappling with that lately because I'm like, bro, I wish that I didn't really care And I was just like, bro, it is what it is. Y'all can either like this picture or you fucking don't. But
I definitely care to some degree, but like
you're looking at me, look at the thing.
No.
Okay, I was like, it's recording.
No. I
never happening again. Don't worry.
Oh my God, never say never.
Yeah.
But I'm just not that worried about it.
You are critical, but you're not maybe as critical as me.
Definitely not.
You'll be critical in the moment of you taking the pictures. Because I'm often taking pictures for you, and you'll be like, oh, I hate all those, so let's do...
I hate all those.
That I'm used to. That
sometimes you need to reset.
Yeah, like, actually, let's not think about this for a minute.
Yeah.
Let's go do something else.
I'll ask you again
Come
later.
back to it.
Yeah,
and then you'll end up still posting the picture at some other point. But maybe a cropped version of it. It's like,
you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, like I got this nigga down to a science. I understand.
That is true. Yes.
But yeah, no, I'll figure it out. I mean, I just
especially
feel like
when you've been drinking. Like I feel like
that's
pictures,
another thing.
I never want my picture taken when I'm drinking.
And I also try not
you gotta
to
catch me ahead
post
of time
when I'm lit.
Okay, because I'll wake up the next day and be like, please delete. Text me
Oh my
from the living room
gosh.
like, can you please take this down?
Yeah, no, we literally went like after we recorded the first episode, there was another block party happening, and we first of all, we went to that block party, which we talked about on the first episode, about to go to, and then went to our homeboy AJ's house.
AJ's house was a good ass time.
Shindig, and then there was another shindig right downstairs.
Right downstairs in the fucking courtyard.
Everybody that lives in
Did
Brooklyn
you end
was
up there again? Were you there recently? Like last weekend?
No.
Cause somewhere you posted looked like that, and I was like, "Oh wow, they're having something in the same place again."
I know that they had another function there, but I didn't go.
Yeah.
Melanie went. She was at the thing there.
At AJ's apartment.
They do stuff there all the time. I'm telling you, that's like the the young hip Brooklyn.
I love that.
Bed-Stuy girls.
It's
they
a
do
great
their
location.
functions. Yeah, I love me some Bed-Stuy. When I moved to Bushwick, I had lived in Bed-Stuy for 4 years when I first moved here.
Was it 4 years?
4 years. Then I moved to Bushwick with my roommates, and then we came back, just two of us out of the three, because our other roommate Silas. Shout out to Silas.
Shout out to Silas.
Shout out to Silas.
Memphis.
Shout out
you
to
talking
Memphis. No, he moved back for a while. So we're back in Bed-Stuy, and I was like, bro, it feels so much different, like over here as opposed to Bushwick. No offense to Bushwick, it's just like the energy is different. It's palpable. Like I wake up and I feel us, and whether that's good or bad, nigga. Like I wake up and I feel us.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah, no, I just like the environment over here. It's so much. You are fighting for your life.
I agree. I prefer y'all living in Bed-Stuy. Yeah,
Bed-Stuy
is just more lit. Like Bed-Stuy is lit.
Naturally,
if you're gonna live in Brooklyn, you should be living in Bed-Stuy.
You just should. Like naturally, it's the best over here. Seriously.
It is.
You know what I have a bad habit of doing? I do this to you all the time. Whenever like mentioning somebody, don't let them have passed, because I'm gonna tell you. Like, don't let this person be dead.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna say it. We
like,
be like,
you know they
died.
Yeah, you do that.
I do that a lot.
Do you know that she's dead?
I feel like Jada off Woo, where she was like talking to
that terrible ass movie.
Was that Woo or was that Shame? I think that's Low Down Dirty Shame.
She got hit by a big ass. Guess what, girl?
Guess what, girl?
She died. It was like, what happened? What happened? She got hit by a big ass bus. Was it bus or truck?
Bus.
It was a bus.
No, but I just thought of that. But
that's another one of my favorite movies.
Low Down Dirty Shame?
I love that movie, and I can literally quote it from start to finish.
I love me some Jada.
I love me some Jada too.
Jada, I recently started watching, I finished it because it's only like 2-3 seasons. Hawthorne. That she was
what
like,
the fuck is
it was like her, you know how like, and when you're an actor, and when people take you seriously,
you're always in a medical show.
You have to have your medical pipeline when you're an actor.
Was she a doctor?
She was a doctor.
Oh.
Christina Hawthorne. She was like one of those no bullshit doctors. Very much like, I don't know what the system says, but I'm going to help you, man.
Right. Clear.
I'm going to go and get the damn heart myself. That was very much Christina Hawthorne.
Oh,
and she
my
was always
God.
getting in trouble with the system because they're like, Christina, you can't do shit like that.
Yeah.
She's like, well, what am I supposed to do? With her pretty eyes. Oh, my God, I'll get mesmerized by Jada's face.
Same. But, I love her character in The Inkwell. I think she was so cute.
Oh, my God, you know who she was in that with?
Lauren C.
The lady, though.
The black
Vanessa
lady.
Bell Calloway.
Oh, Vanessa Bell Calloway was in that.
And she was in Hawthorne too.
Oh,
I
really?
like shit like that. When I'm watching the show and I'm like,
like
very
damn,
much
they
like,
was in,
yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio meme. When I'm like, yo, they did that movie together. You know who was in a lot of movies together? Angela Bassett and Ike and Tina. What was his name? Lawrence Fishburne.
Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood. What's Love Got to Do with It? They did, what was that other movie they did together? I feel like it was more recent, though. Not recent, like recent. They did another movie, Akilah and the Bee.
She's in Akilah and the Bee?
They were the parent? Or no, he was the coach or something like that. She was her mama.
Oh.
Isn't that crazy?
Look at that.
I like shit like that. Just
I
like
love
when
shit
her
like that,
and Jennifer Lewis was in Meet the Browns years after playing opposite each other. And What's Love Got to Do with It?
Oh, yes.
And they have like in a blooper where like they make a reference to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had to find a video.
That. I love that.
Okay, so yeah, let's get to this segment idea that I have. We're gonna try this out.
Oh yes, I forgot about this.
I have a very interesting relationship with nostalgia, and so I want us to do a segment every week where we just—I don't know what we're gonna call it yet, like where we just kind of reminisce about a moment or moments in pop culture that were either just like very like poignant to us as millennials or like just like hilarious and are just stuck in our brain for whatever reason. The first one I want to talk about is, do you remember, okay, first of all, the Tyra Banks show.
Is this the one that you, oh God.
The Tyra Banks show, do you remember when she brought Naomi Campbell on? First of all.
And she was basically trying to put her on the spot about like how she made her uncomfortable years ago.
There was no audience. So she came out, she was like, lady, you guys welcome Naomi Campbell. Naomi got, hi. Hey, how y'all doing?
I don't have an in-studio audience here with us today, so I'm going to ask you at home to please help me welcome Naomi Campbell.
It's so weird because it's so quiet.
I know.
No, it was so awkward because like, and Naomi was like, it's so quiet. I was like, yo,
why
Tyra
did she have an audience? I don't remember that.
Okay, so she brought one in later. She brought one in later.
Wait, so
she wanted to have a one-on-one with Naomi Campbell on TV. She wanted to have a Naomi Campbell one-on-one.
Just to try to check her about some shit she did years ago.
I mean, and she did need to be checked about a few things.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like, young, famous, a super, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but why would she make it awkward with no audience?
With no audience.
That's my
maybe
only
I
issue.
just felt like it was more controllable production-wise, like in case it was like a liability or anything like that.
In case somebody swung?
Or no, in case like, I don't know, like dubbing sound in post-production because somebody in the audience was being too loud, doing an intimate right. It makes it more, I feel like maybe that was it. Like somebody could be extra in the audience like,
when it really wasn't like that.
Right, and Naomi's like, actually, no, I didn't make it that way. Like, I was thinking about that, and I was just like, why would she have no audience? First of all, I loved the Tyra show. I loved moments on the Tyra show. For instance,
I don't remember that much about it.
Beyonce, who could you bring back from the dead? Who would you bring back from the dead if you could choose anybody? Like, you remember she did that whole segment?
Clip, but
Beyonce, what's your favorite cheese? It was like
Beyonce.
It was like,
that's
Tyra,
ridiculous.
what now? She got an A with it because it's memorable years later. What was the one that she was like? What's the one where she was like, "When's the last time you been a little tipsy?" What did she say to her?
She said that to Beyonce. I don't remember this episode.
Something
I feel
about
like I watched
that.
enough of them.
It was when Beyonce was promoting Sasha Fierce, and she had like that bump it joint happening.
Oh my God!
And the suit with the shoulder pads.
That was quite the hairstyle.
And my second one for this week maybe we should call it, I don't feel like this is grammatically correct.
Our
like something like
caress.
The reminisce, something. We'll work it out. But remember, I don't know if this feels like this would even be obscure to even you. Do you remember that show called Amen?
Amen or Amen? As in...
Amen.
No.
So it was the show with Sherman Hemsley. I think that was his name.
Who the fuck is Sherman?
First of all, that was George Jefferson.
Oh, shit.
George Jefferson, Sherman. The lady from The Wayans, Dee.
Yes, love her.
Love her down. And this guy named Clifton
Watts.
Not Clifton Watts. Definitely not Clifton Watts. Nah, but I think his name was Clifton Powell. But
Adam Clayton Powell.
no, so the theme song was sang by Vanessa Bell Armstrong, and it was so good.
Was it?
She sang her.
Was it about church?
It was like, turn out the lights for everyone. I need to find it actually because I feel like this was
What
important.
was the show about though?
It was like so there was a pastor, the Clifton character. He was a pastor, and then it was about like the inner workings of the church. So like they're on the board, and the lady D, what's her name?
I don't know her name, but her name is D.
D. she was Sherman Hemsley, whatever his name is.
Sherman's
Sherman's daughter. Mr. Jefferson. His daughter in the show, and then her and the pastor started flirting with each other, and ultimately I think they got married. It was like about the
You said they only had 2 seasons?
It was ultimately about the usher, but I don't know how many seasons they had. But no, this theme song is like, I'm actually going to play it because it's like in my head for years.
Keeping your head above water.
It's just like,
That is the same thing that Annabelle does all over the rainbow.
ow, 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 ow. All right, we get this.
I've literally never heard of that.
That thing is very important to me. I actually really love that song. I actually really love that song.
Is it actually like a whole song?
I think it is actually. I think it is.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, so those are my 2 memories for the week. Also, today is the 2-year anniversary of Renaissance. And the 1-year anniversary. Every time we talk about it, that has to be the soundbite. And the 1-year anniversary of us going to the show. In Jersey. Let's talk about that. That moment.
It was a great day.
First of all, okay, we like pregame, took edibles, we went to the
stadium.
Mm-hmm. When I think my edible hit as soon as we had like passed
the parking lot.
Yeah, I took my pictures.
Yeah.
It was lit. I was like, I got to worry about that now. So I got my pictures.
I got my picture. I can
enjoy the show. I can enjoy the show.
Yeah.
And it started to like mist, like rain a bit. And we were like in the hundreds on the first night, so it was like right above the floor, but right under the little covering, like the awning or whatever.
Get wet. Yeah.
And it felt so good. And then I look up.
It was hot as hell that day. Also,
it was hot as shit. And then I look up, and I see my art.
One of the that's right. Before the show started.
I designed the tour poster for SWV and
Escape.
No. That's the new tour. SWV 112 and Jodeci.
I was about to say
SWV
Jagged
and
Edge.
Jodeci.
Something like that.
Yeah, Jagged Edge, Jodeci. I think it was both of them and
Oh.
SWV. They did a summer tour last year. I designed that artwork, and they were promoting it right above the Renaissance stage.
I remember you
I was
texted.
just like,
I'm like,
bliss.
oh shit.
I was in bliss.
Yes,
and then
that was cool.
Those lights dim, or like it gets darker, and that screen changes because there's no real like.
There's no pre-show.
But there's no. What I'm trying to say, excuse me, is there's no real indication of when the show is gonna start.
Yeah.
Until
there's no now presenting.
Right. Until they actually say, ladies and gentlemen, Beyonce. But then they do that little pre-graphic visual thing where it was like the sky.
Yeah.
And then it's like.
And because we've seen so many videos online, we already knew that meant the show was starting.
Did you watch the show before you went to the show?
I refused to watch like the show in its entirety, but I did see like some clips.
Me too.
So I knew a little choreo. I knew exactly how the music was gonna change, like for the most part. But, But I couldn't watch. Like there were people who would go live, and then we would all be like, it would circulate so quickly. Everybody's in that live.
It was hard to avoid it.
Yeah,
like if you were trying to see nothing from the show, impossible.
Yeah.
But I allowed myself the first night. I allowed myself to watch when she opened in. I think that was. Switzerland,
Copenhagen?
Maybe? I don't think it was Copenhagen. Some with an S. But it was, I think, Sunderland, something like that. and she opened over there like May 10th of last year. I watched all the way up until she started Cozy, and I remember my last tweet being, robots! I was like, I gotta stop, because I'm about to
robots.
Because I was like, she brought the robots out, right? Bro,
no,
what
that was
a
great.
Fucking show.
A legendary tour, yeah.
Jersey turns up too. I don't even remember how we did in the Mute Challenge, but it was a good night. It was very fun. It was very, very fun.
It was very, very fun.
Yeah,
I was
you were
definitely in a
gagging
high.
the whole time.
I kept saying, oh my fucking God. Like this is crazy.
I just can't believe that 2 years ago today, or like on midnight, our lives are about to change. Like, I remember we were in a group chat trying to I think we were trying to stream it all at once.
So that we would
so we could joint hear it, but then that didn't work. So it was like,
we not apart.
Yeah, we was like, we're not doing that anymore.
Back.
Yeah, exactly. So we would just text.
No,
we did the same thing. Me and you were doing the same thing with Cowboy Carter.
Cowboy Carter dropped. Yeah,
man, what a show! I miss that show every day.
Yeah, that was a great show.
Every time I think about it,
and it's like it has not gone away.
No, I literally
it's still very much alive and well on Twitter, on Instagram. Like I see that stuff all the time.
Renaissance made it hard for me to want to hear the album. That not the live version.
Yeah, the studio version.
But I feel like that's a compliment to the artist because, bro, you created a live show that was so poignant and so amazing.
Yeah, that people prefer that over the.
I cannot hear Cozy.
Album. Yeah,
not the live way. Yeah,
yeah, I can't. I love it.
My gosh.
I think you might have been the one who sent the audio for the live show like that.
Yeah.
I think
they were doing fan mades, and I was like, I have not been able to stop listening to this.
And then I had started listening to that, and then I just couldn't go back. Really.
Because I went back the second night, and I was like,
you were even closer
ready.
to the second night.
I was on the floor the second night. I was ready that time. I was like, oh, I know what's about to happen on this transition. Because what I didn't want to see before we went to the show was the transitions. I didn't want to see how the show was threaded together.
Yeah.
So I was fine with seeing pics of the costumes, things like that, little clips. But July 30th and 29th felt like so far from May 10th. It was like agony watching everybody else live out this dream.
And the show also changed a lot.
When she got to the U.S.,
the show
there were
changed.
a lot of changes that happened. And I'm thankful for that because we got, not to say that the show wasn't great overseas, I'm just saying the show we all know or remember is the show we got in the U.S.
Yeah, for sure.
And I got to go to the birthday show too.
You did. You saw her 3 times.
3 times, and she
I forgot you went to the
every
birthday show.
The birthday
that was the
show
following
was
weekend, right?
No, that was in September.
Oh, it was?
I wasn't gonna go.
Yeah, because you flew there, went to the show, and flew home.
But you know why I ended up going because I had been telling my best friend Brandon. I've been telling Brandon for weeks. You should get your ticket to go to the LA show.
You got a ticket at the last minute, right?
We both ended up getting tickets at the last minute because it was Labor Day weekend or Memorial Day.
Her
birthday fell on Memorial Day. And it was like, I pointed Brandon to SeatGeek where he could find tickets at an affordable price. Yeah. And we were just like, I hope this ain't no scam. But he ended up getting his ticket because it's not a scam when they send you your verified Ticketmaster ticket, whoever the seller is. And so he got his ticket. And I was like, flights ain't looking too bad right now. I should check myself. So I ended up getting a ticket in his same section, reasonably priced for Beyonce. And turns out we were right next to each other. It was me and Brandon was right next to each other.
Oh, wow.
So it was the last 2 seats in that section. So I was like, first of all, this was just God.
Right, that was meant to be.
I was like, the fact that it was not a hassle to get this, and the flight was only $200 round trip.
Really?
On Memorial Day, whichever day it was.
Did you buy it the day you were flying?
8 p.m. the night before I got on the plane.
The night before.
And I got on the plane at 5 a.m.
That's crazy.
I had no sleep. I got it because Juan and them had a party bus set up.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It was a whole situation.
They all got COVID from that,
much
too.
Fun. I didn't, thank God. I remember the scare.
Oh, my
I
God.
got the text.
That just reminds me.
What?
Speaking of people getting scammed out of tickets. Wait, should I tell this story? It's not my story to tell, but no. Okay, so
then should you tell it? Absolutely.
I just won't say anyone's name.
Okay.
Well, I mean, what difference does it make? So Matt, you know Matt.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know if he was going with fake name or
no.
real name.
This is real Matt.
Okay,
yes,
okay,
real
okay.
Matt.
Yeah.
So he was telling me one time how he bought tickets, like someone resold him tickets to Coachella when Beyonce was doing Coachella.
Yes.
Headlining Coachella. So someone resold him tickets. I can't remember like which website it was or whatever. But long story short, it ended up being a scam. He never got the tickets. He was like devastated. Like I spent all this money on the tickets. And
Coachella is a pricey ticket too.
it was for Beyonce. So like of course
but he
someone
ended up
was
going.
excited. Yes, he ended up going.
Be
But
patient.
this is how. He said he went to lunch with his mom.
Pause. A ball just came over here. We're in a park. We're in a public park. This is why I love and hate community. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Okay, he went with his mom.
So he went, I think maybe his mom and his grandmother. I know he went to lunch with like somebody in his family. And Miss Tina was at the restaurant that he went to.
I heard this
You heard the story?
Yeah.
Miss Tina was at the restaurant that he went to. And she got up to, mind you, he's already like defeated because he was supposed to be going to Coachella that day. This was the day that he was supposed to go.
At the breakfast table, sick.
He goes to lunch, sees Miss Tina at lunch. She gets up to go to the bathroom, and he was like trying not to be weird, but like he gets up and uses the bathroom too. And then like kind of lingers waiting for her to come out and just like says hi, like says how he's such a big fan of Beyonce and begins to tell her the story about how he got scammed out of tickets to go to Coachella.
I remember
Long
this.
story short, she got his information and basically got him tickets to go to Coachella. Like,
shout out
set
to
him up.
Mama Tina being like
Shout out to Mama Tina.
kind, right?
Being
Because she does not
kind,
have to do that. She could have been like
because-
Whitney and been like, don't you see
I'm
me
eating?
Don't you see me eating? That would have been me. Move. Shit. Okay, we're
Did
all
somebody
fans
get
burnt.
him security?
Okay, literally, Julius runs out of nowhere. I didn't know this nigga was here.
No,
That is
but
incredible.
I thought that I was like, that is the sweetest thing I've ever
No,
heard.
that's seriously
So shout out to
the
Mama
most
Tina
amazing thing.
being
Yeah,
a very
I
kind
just,
person.
I just can't speak enough about how much of a great live performer that woman is. I'm so grateful to live in the same
Yeah.
time span as Beyonce.
I was also saying that, like, imagine not living in this time.
And we
Like
watched
years
this
later
woman,
when we have like kids and stuff, like y'all really missed out.
we watched this lady, like, I remember when she was doing, I think I knew I was Hive when she did the Beyonce experience.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, this is hitting in different areas. This shit in different areas right here.
No,
I was
Beyonce
like,
has
yeah,
always been a great performer.
she's the one. And I used to watch the behind the scenes. Like when she did B-Day, she had a behind the scenes DVD that also had all the videos. So I'm like, oh, she been doing this shit, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
she's a professional.
yeah,
Very much
I'm just
professional.
like, I'm just so grateful that we got to experience that all together. Like that was
Same.
an amazing show. So I can't wait until the
was.
next one.
Do you think there's gonna be?
A Cowboy Carter tour.
Yeah.
I don't
Because-
want to get my hopes up, but I really feel like
I keep,
there's
yeah,
honestly nothing that is giving me a hint that there will be one.
That's what I'm saying. I keep
But-
I keep piping down because I'm like, I want there to be.
Because you know
but
the
like,
fans on Instagram and Twitter are always like, I
I
don't
heard
know.
Friday.
Right.
No, you didn't.
The one time
And
they
if you
were
did, you
right
lied because nothing
though.
happened.
The one time they were right was about the Renaissance tour announcement though. Remember they kept having like they're like Beyonce to announce the tour tomorrow,
Oh.
and I was like, y'all, I
Wait.
think. And then the Parkwood posted that countdown like October. No. This is for the movie, but
For the
they were
movie.
right about the announcing the tour. Then they were right about I think she's announcing something tomorrow because of the AMC rumors.
Oh yeah.
and then
that's
it was
right.
like, oh, the CEO of AMC tweeted a B or some shit like that.
People who work there were tweeting that they got these movie posters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So, I couldn't wait. When
Yeah.
she announced that, I bought like 5 tickets. I was like, and texting my friends like, I got it. I got us.
Yes.
I got us.
I was
Um,
I feel like watching that gave me like a boost of energy, like a boost of creative
Yeah,
energy. Like
it
I
was-
need to get to work. I don't even know what I need to be working on, but I need to be
I
working.
need to be doing something.
I need
I
to
can't
be
be up
doing
in this house
something.
doing nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I
that
felt
woman is incredible, bro.
And I feel like that was the whole point of it. Like she
Yeah.
wanted us to see how much work she put into.
I'm glad she did it that way.
I'm glad she did it too.
I mean, but you know what? I would still love to have it on streaming, but I'm not gonna play with Parkwood like that.
No, seriously. Somebody said Kamala Harris said if she gets elected, she's gonna make Beyonce release a Renaissance film.
Harris,
on
2024.
streaming.
Vote for Kamala.
Oh my God.
Okay,
No,
listen.
deadass vote for Kamala because
Yeah, like it's gotta get
honestly,
scary out
even
here.
if you don't like her, the other option is Donald Trump, and we will not be voting for him.
We won't be
and
voting. We will not be voting orange.
No,
I feel like
we
will not be voting orange.
No.
But you know what? And I've been listening to a lot of things recently about how Kamala's had her faults and things, but she is not guilty of a lot of the things that people have tried to make her guilty of.
Also, there's so many people who do things wrong.
There will never be a perfect candidate.
There's not going to be a perfect
president.
candidate. There's
you know,
not.
Unless I run, then it's like, this nigga's squeaky clean.
I hate that. I hate that people act like there has been a president that was completely flawless and she just has to match their standards.
Yeah,
it's
but
not
you know
true.
what I respect about her, not to get political, what I respect about her is that she, even after a lot of the shit she's gotten for some of the things that she stood behind in the past, there have been times where she's come out and acknowledged that she was wrong and that she could have gone about things better and that she's intended for this to happen, but this happened and she made that, she's aware of it and it shouldn't have gone that way, like stuff like that.
Accountability.
Like, she had that one situation where it was like she was trying to encourage parents to keep their kids in school, or like
the
if you miss, the truancy act. If they miss a certain amount of days, and then like one child did miss a certain amount of days, and the mother said it was because her child had sickle cell. And it's like she had been trying to make the education system like aware, but they hadn't really been cooperative, and so this woman gets arrested. But Kamala basically, you know, acknowledged it on the podcast years later and was like, I mean, that is not at all how
acceptable. That's not what she intended. Yeah.
So I mean, listen, I'm full speed behind Kamala.
Same.
I even checked to make sure I was registered yesterday. I mean, I know I'm registered, but it was like I had to make sure because I ain't got time. Make sure y'all register before October 7th, I think the last day.
Yeah, I think it's October 7th. Definitely the first week of October.
Yeah, because I feel like they're going to start trying to do some shiesty shit with voter registration.
Yeah, voter suppression is real.
But we about to have a black woman president. Go ahead and speak it because I really do believe that it's going to be true.
I believe it too.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm getting very, like, hopeful. This is feeling like 2008 around this bitch.
Because what does Donald Trump have to offer? It's like...
he don't even know what he has to offer. But, yeah, vote Kamala 2024. We in this with you, girl. We in this with you.
To be unburdened by what has been.
Yeah.
Okay?
Big Sister General 2024.
Big Sister General 2024. Let's go.
All right, so the last thing I want to wrap with, something that really pissed me off this week. Shit, that could be another segment in itself.
I was about to say, do we have another hour?
That could be another segment in itself.
God damn.
This happened actually last week. Somebody went to Janet's concert. I went to see Janet actually a few days before we recorded the last episode because I had that Janet shirt on. But I went to a Janet concert. But somebody else went at another city and they dressed as Michael Jackson, like a Michael Jackson impersonator.
I did see that.
That was so...
That is very insensitive. What made you think that she wanted to see that?
And she smiled. She kept a good face because it was obviously somebody who had paid his money for the meet and greet.
Oh, yeah, it was a meet and greet.
But that is so sick.
That's weird. That is very
sick,
weird.
Bro.
They should not have even let him back there.
I thought that, I was like, somebody should have done something to kind of like keep that from even happening in the first place. That made my heart break a little bit.
Yeah, but people don't be right in the head.
It's what we find out every single day.
And there's I feel like people who do stuff like that, a lot of times they really don't see what the issue is.
And I'm like, bro, that is another thing that I feel like we have to reckon with in our society is that people do not know social cues.
Yeah, they don't.
And that is so fascinating to me.
Don't.
Even with just like past friends I've had, like, how do you not know?
The things that you think are common sense and like common courtesy really just don't apply to everyone, and that's so fascinating.
It is really fascinating to me because like how I don't understand it. If you understand that someone I understand that happened maybe 2009, 2012.
It don't even matter when it happened,
but even still, it's never okay to show up to somebody's. I wouldn't do that to a regular person.
Yeah.
When my grandma passed, oh my God, my mom going, when she was looking for wigs, I guess, to bury my grandmother in, she FaceTimed my aunt with my grandma's wig on because I think, they were like in the middle of handling stuff. She said, girl, I thought that was my sister. What's crazy is I didn't realize how much my mom looked like my grandmother
until she put that wig on.
And because like my grandmother was like maybe like your complexion, and my mom was like too. So I felt like I really saw it when she put that wig on. I was like, oh my God. And my mom also
That's actually very funny.
My mom also, I think her phone was dying or like something happened. She gonna call me from my grandmother's phone.
Oh my God.
I said, Mama, please don't do that no more.
No.
She was
that
like, you know what? I didn't even
me.
think about it. I was just like trying to get in touch with y'all. I'm so sorry.
Oh my God.
But yeah, no, I don't feel like people understand that kind of like nuance when it comes to how to deal with people's emotions.
It's a very sensitive subject.
I would never. I wouldn't even go in there if I was past a certain complexion. No, just playing.
Oh my.
Anyway,
Fred, please. What the
ending
hell?
on a problematic note. Nah, but yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. You have anything else you wanna say?
I don't think so.
We all good?
We good.
Anything else on your heart? All hearts and minds clear?
All hearts and minds clear. The doors of church are finally open.
Yes. I'm happy to
go
say.
to church on Sunday. I was gonna ask you if you wanted to come.
I don't. Wait, how long have you been? How long has it been since you've gone to church?
I haven't been to church in a very long time.
Really? Why you want to go Sunday?
I just think it's time for me to go to church.
It's time for you to step into the house of the Lord.
Yeah, I need a Christianity
What church you
refresh.
going to? Oh, well, why would I ask that on the air? I know you're not going.
What? Where?
I know you're not going where I think you was going.
I mean, I was planning to, but
That's where you're going to go? You're
Where
going to
else?
go all the way up there.
I mean,
It's not far from you, I guess.
Brunch after. I don't know. Unless you have another
And
suggestion.
what's sad is that the brunch would be the selling point for me. Not even church.
I'll meet you after church.
I'll meet you after church. I'll show up in the
I'm gonna
last
get us a
30
table.
minutes. Right. But I don't even... let me think
Oh my
about
God.
it. It's been a long time since I've been to church. I ain't gonna hold you.
It's been a long time since I've been to
Probably
church
since
too.
I've been in college. They used to have a shuttle.
Motherfucking lantern fly.
They used to have a shuttle that took, as you talk about going to church. They used to have a shuttle that took us to church. And we were the girls love the podcast over here. The kids.
We do
really
really want to
kids.
get on our podcast.
No,
we
we've had 2
cursing.
interview requests already, so look out for that. Apparently,
Right. They told us to
but
come back to the
no,
goddamn
they
park.
used to take us from our dorm to the church, which was in Maryland. And the best part about it for me, aside from like the music and stuff, they used to give us chicken plates afterwards.
Oh hell yeah!
Do you understand?
I mean-
I was broke, and I would go to church for the food.
I would 100% be going to church for the food if I was a broke college student. Absolutely.
Yeah. But I also, like, growing up, we were going to early service. When my dad got saved, we were going to early service because I feel like my parents just knew that they wanted to have their Sundays to do whatever they needed to do.
Yeah.
But I think as you get older, you're just like, bro, I don't...
No, I've definitely gone. I have a home church.
You do?
My family has gone, like generations of my family have gone to the same church for
That's
years.
how it was in Georgia for us, yeah.
But the church is very much that. It's traditional. It's
yeah.
It's just like slow. Every Sunday just seems like a funeral. My parents don't even like going, but they go because it's tradition.
My mom has been going to church with her girlfriends lately, or they've been going to like Bible studies and conferences and stuff like that. I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like over the years, I've understood my spirituality more.
Same.
I haven't really been practicing religion.
Yeah. No, I get
in
that.
a very long time.
But the only reason I want to go, I even insist on going to church is because I get my ministry through music.
Yeah, same.
So like I not that I don't care about the sermon, but the sermon is not what moves me at all.
It's the structure of everything that kind of throws me a bit, bro.
Yeah.
Like especially after when I'm ready to go, I feel like especially knowing me now, when I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go.
I don't care if it's the
ain't
Lord's
no
house
time
or
for
my
no
friends.
down
I'm
religion.
leaving.
I'm ready to. I'm about to head on out.
No,
but yeah,
I get it.
I'll think about it. We'll tune in next time to see if I actually go to church with Jacoby.
We will circle back
We will
about the
update
Lord
you.
and Fred and their relationship.
Right. But yeah, thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank
Make
y'all
sure
for tuning in
to
always.
like, comment, and subscribe.
And share.
And share the
And share,
podcast with your friends. Listen, I am so excited about the show because we're still
We're
just
still
getting
new.
started. We're new, but people have been coming up to us and telling us how they listen to the show, watch the show.
That somebody messaged me saying they remember when that whole controversy was going on with Mel and the Bahamians
Really?
on Twitter. Yes.
The people be watching. I
Yes,
love
they
it.
do.
But thank y'all so much for supporting. I'm
Thank
excited
you.
to talk to y'all the week after next.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Cheers.